I think we're ready to go on stage. Are you? Wait. Are you ready to go on stage?
Right?
Yes.
I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready to go on stage.
You're ready to go on
I'm
stage?
ready to go on stage.
I wonder if they're ready for us to go on stage.
I don't know if they're ready yet. Sounds like they might be ready.
Sounds like yes.
Let's start early.
Sounds like
Yeah,
yes.
why not?
We'll start a little early.
Hello. Fancy seeing you all here. We're gonna start just a little bit early because we can, and that seems fun. And 2 weeks ago, these were in the swamp of Georgia. And so they're desiccating in front of your very eyes. So getting blown on them is about the best thing I can do to ensure they're in tune for our later song. So I'm gonna first invite you to join me, kind of require you to join me on maybe the most ancient experience you'll have all day.
For before the most ancient song, there was
The tuning
song.
song.
The tuning song.
They had to tune.
You got to tune to get in tune.
Anyone ever heard an out of tune bagpipe?
Oh. Well,
You're
welcome
about
to. Our show.
in tune. Give it up for Jackie-O on those drums. Yeah, give it up for Killian on that drum.
And give it up for Declan on the medieval pipes! And now we're all gonna switch instruments except for me.
That's true. Oh, where'd we put the sitar?
Oh, it's behind the door over here, stage left, where you normally put it.
Oh, that's a brilliant spot for it.
Sure is, in the shade, where it can't be affected by the sun. But now it is.
Anyone here play acoustic instruments? Yeah, you're gonna see the impact of the sun in real time. And by see, I mean hear it. For everyone else, hello everyone! Thanks for joining us. We're the Real and Rogues. We're gonna be sharing with you over the next half hour or so some Celtic music. But just to say some songs, some stories, a little bit of history.
A little bit.
Well, that's
It's
true.
like half the concept. It's
Yeah.
like mostly history.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of history. But the Irish, after all, have been encoding their history in song for the better part of 2 millennia. So we're gonna start off with an old song, penned by the Orangemen after their victory at the Battle of the Boyne. A few years after that, it went into the woods where the native Irish turned it into the war cry of Munster, Oroscaha na Muan. And a few hundred years after that, Dominic Behan got his hands on that same melody during the Irish War of Independence and gave me one of my favorite rebel tunes called Come Out, Ya Black and Tans. Yeah. And I was born in Dublin Street, where loyal drums did beat, and those loving English feet, they walked all over us. And every single night, but the dad would come on tight, he'd invite the neighbors out with this chorus. Come out, you black and tan, not to fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kilachandra. Yeah! Oh, come and let us hear you tell how you slapped the great Parnell, and you thought well and truly persecuted. Where are those tears and sneers bravely let us hear, and our heroes of 16 were executed. Come out, you black and tan, stop and fight me like a man. Show you how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kilachandra. Oh yeah! O'Brien held you strong and called you swine. Robert Temmett, who you hung, Andrew and Coulthard. Upon the scaffold high, you butchered Henry Joy. And the Croppy boys of Wexford you did slaughter. Come out, you black and tan, stop and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kilachandra. Oh, come out, you black and tanned, out to fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Kilachandra. Nixon was to walk the one and kill the man and go to walk the crew. That drum, caught on the town, that's the hiss of the lung. A kerang our town, our young fail. This song goes to walk the one and kill the man and go to walk the crew. That drum, caught on the town, that's the hiss of the lung. A kerang our town, our young fail. And a few years before that, during the Easter Uprising, the Irish volunteers would have been singing a different song in Irish Gaelic, written by Padraig Pearse. It translates to "Oh Welcome Home" or "Oh Roche de Bahawaya." Oh Roche de Bahawaya, oh Roche de Bahawaya, oh Roche de Bahawaya. Anisherak Dundowdy, oh Roche de Bahawaya, oh Roche de Bahawaya, oh Roche de Bahawaya. Anisherak Dundowdy. Du var halvan ballen var bergarak. Du vet även vissa bra i självfär lag. Inte brutta ledsnar möjliga. Och då ser det var Hawaia. Och då ser det var Hawaia. Och då ser det var Hawaia. Han niser aktan tauri. Granjaväl, kaktar salja och ligantele. Margarta kelia tennes på ganna spanne. Ett kursi dröjtar gøyle. Tauri Gawileri Nevart Kevekon $1 million Tjejedagsakting Granjevel Illegalski og Fokkulsfonner Goyle Horosirva Hawaia Horosirva Hawaia Horosirva Hawaia Anisheratan Tauri Horosirva Hawaia Horosirva Hawaia Horosirva Hawaia Anisheratan Tauri Mesjango suaktan muanan kjall Samaran og duak det kru Metron, Toran town Las Vegas out there Arkerangar town Arjaun Feol Mesjango suaktan muanan kjall Samaran og duak det kru Metron, Toran town Las Vegas out there Arkerangar town Arjaun Feol Come out, you black and tan, start to fight me like a man. Show you why I won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like Holloway from the green and lovely lanes of Killatandra. Oh, come out, you black and tan, start and fight me like a man. Show you why I won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA might run like Holloway from the green and lovely lanes of Killatandra. Anisheraktan Tauri.
Nice.
Letters to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Give it up for Jackie on those drums. Killian on that mandolin. And I'm Declan and I need a sip so bad. After all of those words, Colorado, there's just not much air up here in your air. So I'm gonna teach you one word of Gaelic, one wee word of Irish. Oh, sláinte.
Sláinte.
I'm good, but thank you. I am, but I'll give it to a wench backstage. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna teach you one word of Gaelic that means health or cheers. Sláinte.
Sláinte.
And we sip.
We're not asking you to remember all that Gaelic, just that one word.
Yeah, just that one wee little bit. Well, now that we've shared a sip together, I feel like we know each other a little better. Right? So I'm going to share a story with you now that goes way back. A story that goes way back to my childhood. A song I've
that's
sung
sweet.
since I was 3 years old.
Oh, that.
Now,
Wait.
well, it's an old Irish
There
children's
it is.
song.
I forgot you were Irish.
Yeah, and children's songs in Ireland are different than they are in your country, I imagine. You see, you probably grew up with things like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Well, in Ireland, the song I grew up with was about an old lady.
Well, I guess how that can be seen as sweet as like kind of sweet.
A 3-month-old baby, that's sweet,
That is sweet.
and a knife.
No!
Yes! A big long pen knife, to be exact. A tale called Wheele, Wheele, Walia. Oh, there was no woman that slipped in the woods. Wheele, Wheele, Walia. There was no woman that slipped in the woods. Down by the river Salya. Had a baby 3 months old. Thank you, Wheele, Wheele, Walia. Had a baby 3 months old. Down by the river Salya. Innocent enough so far, right?
I'm glad you said so far!
Yeah, not for long. Because he had a knife, long and sharp. Wheele, wheele, Walia. He had a knife, both long and sharp. Down by the river Salya. Stuck the knife in the baby's heart. Wheele, wheele, Walia. Stuck the knife in the baby's heart. Down by the river Salya. Well, there it is. And I must point out, though, that none of these lyrics were changed for shock value. No, that's exactly how I learned it at 3 years old, along with all of my friends.
That explains a lot about you!
Doesn't it? And it's not over yet, because 3 police came knocking at the door. Wheele, wheele, Walia. Up the police came knocking at the door. Down by the river Salya. Are you the woman that killed the child? Wheele, wheele, Walia. Are you the woman that killed the child? Down by the river Salya. I mean, it's a fair enough question, I suppose.
It is not!
Well, I mean, it's definitely out of place in a children's song, that's for sure. But I think she was honest, because then they put a rope around her neck. Wheele, wheele, was hung. Wheelie, wheelie, wow, yeah. Pulled the rope and she was hung down by the river Salya. And now for the worst eulogy ever. Oh, well, that was the end of the woman in the woods. Wheelie, wheelie, wow, yeah. And that was the end of the baby too, down by the river Salya. And that's it. That's the end of the song, the end of the story. There's no redeeming moral value, no big life lesson. Well, I mean, I suppose there's always don't stab babies.
Yeah, and don't talk to the cops.
Yeah, that didn't go well for her, did it? Oh, well, there was no woman in the woods. Wheelie, wheelie, well, yeah, there was no woman in the woods. Down by the river Salya. Yeah, down by the river Salya. Yeah, down by the river Salya. Thank you. A little bit of my childhood shared with you.
Give it up for Declan's childhood!
And we didn't lose anybody with that one.
I noticed someone put a little something in that basket over there. And I remembered we have 2 baskets for that sort of thing. One of them over there is for merch, and this one is for tips.
You know, that was a wonderful sleight of hand that allowed me to get the bagpipes without anybody noticing. Well, that wasn't until I said something about it. So why don't you keep telling them about the merch so I can quickly get these in tune and nobody will notice.
How would they notice? You're a rogue.
Exactly.
You do roguish things like tune your bagpipes, and no one would ever even be able to tell. Hey guys! Jackie O, last name redacted here to let you know that we've got some really cool merch. So if you'll direct your attention to the Killian on the barrel, I'll tell you about our awesome hand-burn patches. Ooh, hand-burn pins. Ooh, hand-burn CDs. I know technically those happen in a machine, but we press go, so someone's hands did it. And that merch and our tip baskets are, I'm not done. Our merch and our tip baskets.
What was I doing? Nothing changed.
You weren't doing anything at all.
Exactly.
These are the 2 best ways of supporting us on our quest of playing Celtic punk music in medieval England all over America. Thank you.
I'm so impressed.
I didn't die.
I'm so impressed. Yeah. And we'll be coming around right after this song. But this song is exciting. Because you see, this one is an Irish song of battle. So I feel like I got to fill you in on Irish battle music tropes. All right. Firstly, the battles tend to be against the English. Yeah. That's fun. And secondly, the battles aren't things that we tend to win.
Almost never, actually.
No, very typically, they get the victory. We get the song.
Objectively better!
Yeah, so you can think of most of these as rousing war cries.
Yeah!
But from the losing side.
Yeah!
Huzzah for the underdog! Which, I mean, is all of us, right? We're at Ren Fair. I was not the popular kid. You just watched me tune medieval bagpipes in front of all of me, and we're like 25 minutes into one of my info dumps.
30 minutes, actually.
Oh, is it exactly?
Uh-huh.
That's very impressive.
Uh-huh.
Well, we got a song for you now then that is a different type of song. 'Cause it's about an Irish battle against the English that we Irish actually won!
Yeah!
I mean, we've been at it for 500 years. It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, something about the law of averages.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, we kept the melody around to this day. So when you're hearing this song, imagine you two are marching to victory in the 16th century Battle of Glenmalure under the banners of Fiach Mac O'Byrne.
Gesundheit, Declan.
No, Irish names are weird. He was the Tailsach. That was his name.
Gesundheit was his name?
No, that's German. His name was Fiach himself.
Oh, don't tell him to do that.
Whoa.
I wasn't telling him to...
Yeah, but you're Irish. It lands different in
Yeah,
English.
it does, doesn't it? This is the marching song of Fiach Mac O'Byrne.
Himself with a capital H that time.
That works. Mostly. Well, being one of the few battles where we Irish, won, we eventually had to get some words put to that old melody.
We like to talk.
Yeah, we do. There's a reason the Blarney Stone is in Ireland. It's a big stone that when you kiss it, it makes you talk.
Altitude.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can't go over that much longer. Without any further ado,
please.
It's so hard. We eventually get the song and the story called Follow Me Up to Carlo.
Yeah, it is.
My cat on your face, brooding o'er the oldest place. The black bit Williams from your place, drove you to the fair. Grace and victory was sure, soon the fire ran insecure, till he met to Glenmalure with Jack McHugh O'Bear. Person there, Lord Kildare, Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitz William and the care, fallen is just Carlo. Up with Albert, down with third, and we go for by the Lord. Jack McCaw's Kevin is hard, follow me up to Carlo. Hey! To Glenamail, pushing o'er the English Vale. See the children of the Gale, need no bairn's banner. Rooster of a fighting stock, would you let the Saxon cock grow out to put an Irish rock? Fly up, teach him manners. Turn to there, Lord Kildare. Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a care, fallen in your Carlo. Up with Albert, up with third, and we go for by the Lord. Jack McGon, Kevin is hard, follow me up to Carlo. Hey! That brings us to the last verse, which I must admit is probably one of the most brutal verses I know in all of Irish traditional music. A verse written about beheading the English Lord of Ireland. Yeah. And sending it back to Queen Elizabeth herself.
At least we gave her something to bury.
Oh, here we go. From to Sagard to Clonmore, there flows a stream of Saxon gore. Right to Rory Ogamore, sending them to Hades. White is sick, his brothers fled. Now the Black Fitzwilliam fled. We'll send it over to red to Liza and her ladies. Curse the fair, Lord Kildare. Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a care, fallen in just Harlow. Up with Albert, down with third, and we go for by the Lord. Jack McGon, Kevin is hard, follow me up to Carlo. Curse the fair, Lord Kildare. Jack will do what Jack will dare. Now Fitzwilliam have a care, fallen in just Harlow. Up with Albert, down with third, and we go for by the Lord. Jack McGon, Kevin is hard, follow me up to Carlo. Hey! Thank you so much, everyone. We've been the Reelin' Rogues. Stick around for the Washer Wenches! Woo, that was fun. Oh, did you have fun? Say aye! Well, make sure you don't go anywhere. We're going to come out there and join you in the shade. I must admit, I'll have our merchandise with us. Jackie will have our tip baskets with her. And we sure hope to just meet you while we take our breath. And we hope to see you again at 3 o'clock for a whole different set. Make sure you stick around for the wenches and have a wonderful rest of your day. The Colorado Renaissance Festival. Woo!
Hello, everyone. I'm Jackie. Remember, like from before.
Save the manual.
If you would like, thank you very much, to support us on our endeavors of playing Celtic punk music in high altitude, where we can barely catch our breath. We like doing that. Whole darn lot, actually. Thank you so much. So, everything helps. And, yeah, I'm just gonna... Thank you. Thank you so much.
Think of how strong we're gonna be when we go back to sea level in 2 months.
Oh, I can't wait to breathe again. Don't remind me. I can see my future. It sounds like this.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you
so
spending the time with us.
Oh, how cool. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna...
Oh, the shade's instantly like 10, 15 degrees.
Awesome,
cooler.
okay. Hello, it's me, Jackie, from earlier. I'm back here now. If anyone would like to help
Aw,
replenish
I would
the
love
bagpipe
to.
reed, guitar pick, and string and drumstick fund. And also we have merch. Woo! Also, Monkey D. Luffy was sitting in the front row of that show, and I was being really cool about it the whole time. But he was there. I saw him. King of the Pirates, front row to our show. Woo!